hypothetically, what happens to a mayor or a local police department chief that is under Democratic leadership that obstructs ICE in your federal agents that are helping get these deportations? What happens to them?
Well, first of all, if they don't want to help us get the hell out of the way, we're going to do it. If I got to send twice the amount of resources to that city, that's what we're going to do. If they would give us access to the jail, that would mean less agents in the community. For them pushing back and not letting us in the jail, it just means more agents are going to be in the community, so they're hurting themselves. Finally, I'll say this. They need to educate themselves. They need to review this. Title 8, United States Code 1324, III. Read about that and don't cross that line, because it is a felony to harbor and conceal an illegal alien from ICE. Read the statute, don't cross that line.
That's a warning from Tom Homan right there.
Meanwhile, New Borders, our Tom Homan has said that he is willing to arrest leaders like yourself for standing in the way of these policies that they want to enact. Would you be willing to go to jail for these things?
Yeah, I'm not afraid of that.
He said, don't cross that line.
That boy think he a superhero.
No, for real, though. That's
I'm not
actually
afraid of
insane, man. These mayors are willing to
What
get
mayor is he from?
he's in Denver. These mayors are willing to catch a felony.
The Colorado mayor, where they got, what's that Venezuelan gang?
They willing to catch a felony behind these Venezuelan gangs out there.
And Denver is literally right by Aurora.
The mayor of Denver, Mike Johnston, is saying, we're going to maintain our sanctuary city status, and we're not going to put up with mass deportations from Donald Trump in January. Illegals are allowed to stay here, and we will protect them.
Look at this clown. Wow. He says this. More than us having Denver Police Department stationed at the county line to keep them out, you would have 50,000 Denverites there. It's like the Tiananmen Square moment when the rose and the gun, right? You'd hate every one of those Highland moms who came out for the migrants, and you do not want to mess with them. Really? You really think a lot of those moms that saw the Lakeland Riley trial thought, I just hope my daughter stays in danger?
Let me run this back. So he basically saying he willing to go to war.
Pretty much.
Hold on. No, my headphones got unplugged. Did he say he was going to have policemen or some?
No, he was comparing it to something.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
okay.
Hold on.
I'm tripping. Okay. All right.
Every one of those Highland moms who came out for the migrants, and you do not want to mess with them. Really? You really think a lot of those moms that saw the Lakeland Riley trial thought, I just hope my daughter stays in danger? And have you seen what this guy's allowed to happen to his sanctuary city per capita? The most overrun city with illegal immigrants in the country. And this guy's standing behind it.
Are you open to sending Denver police officers to the county line to stop federal forces or National Guardsmen from other states from coming into Denver?
We have no plan to do that. And we really hope that we don't ever have to do that. It's hard to keep an eye on what the future president actually plans to do and what the proposal actually is.
It sounds to me like you're walking back the comments from a couple days ago saying that you would be willing to send Denver police officers. Do you regret making those comments and now getting questions like this?
Would I have taken it back if I could? Yes, I probably wouldn't have used that image because that's an image I hope we can avoid. What I was trying to say is this is an outcome I hope we can avoid in this country. I think none of us want that.
You talk about civil disobedience. You've mentioned that a couple of times now. Would you be willing to participate in those as the mayor of Denver? Would you be willing to go out and protest these things?
I would. If I believe that our residents are having their rights violated, if I think things are happening that are illegal or immoral or un-American in our city, I would certainly protest it, and I would expect other residents would do the same.
Trump's New Borders, our Tom Homan, has said that he is willing to arrest leaders like yourself for standing in the way of these policies that they want to enact. Would you be willing to go to jail for these things?
Yeah, I'm not afraid of that. And I'm also not seeking that. I think the goal is we want to be able to negotiate with reasonable people how to solve hard problems.
You would encourage people to protest?
I think we're going to look at every option. But yeah, I don't think that there are, I talked to some high school kids this week who were terrified about this. I don't think those kids are going to stand there and watch 3 of their classmates get pulled out of a history class with the other 27 stand by and do nothing. I don't think that's what Denverites or Americans would do in this context at all.
What is your line where you say, yes, I support these deportations, and no, I don't support these other ones?
Yeah, I think our line is clear. We think if you are a violent criminal that is committing serious crimes like murder or rape in Denver, you should be prosecuted to the full extent of the law and you should be deported.
Don't you have to have a birth certificate, a social security number, and transcripts as well for your kid to go to school?
I don't know. That's a good question.
You're supposed to, bro.
Bro, they have some states where you can vote with no ID.
And
so you
you
don't think that they're going to have kids in the classroom?
They also
allow
have-
you to vote.
They also have states where illegal immigrants go to school for free. Minnesota, they get free college.
This guy looks pretty young, bro. He was born in 1974. Damn.
So hold on.
He's like 30.
That's kind of crazy.
40,
when I think about
74, that's 40.
I know he doesn't look that old. He looks pretty young. But anyways, bro, I got to get on your ass.
So
He's a pussy, man. I don't care, bro. This guy's a pussy, bro. Straight up, man. These liberals, it's actually a double standard to this because all the stuff that he said, if Trump said any of that, it would be deemed at the highest level. Oh, I'm willing to do this. He basically said, imagine Trump saying, I'm willing to go out there and protest with these guys. And I'm willing to send police after, you know what I'm saying? I don't know, but it's definitely
50.
a double standard here.
He's 50 years old.
You look kind of young, though.
It doesn't he?
Bro.
He's
He does.
50.
That's
I
why I
thought
was
he was in
surprised.
his 30s or something.
Yeah, he's
This
50
guy's
years
a
old.
complete.
Hold on. So, like,
No, but he basically just said, hey, him, Brandon Johnson, these liberal mayors are saying they willing to go to war with Trump about immigrants.
I'm here to talk a little bit about the devastating impact of the failure of Republican leadership in Congress this week to pass comprehensive immigration change and the impact that will have on both city budgets and on services that we can provide for newcomers in the city. The second is we will start to have to greenlight a set of hard decisions about budget reductions across the city to meet those costs that we know will continue to arrive. We want to talk about two of those today. While they're the first steps, they unfortunately will not be the last and may not be the hardest. This is a plan for shared sacrifice. And so in terms of our first step on city cuts, we are announcing today we will make some changes both to our services at DMV and to our services on Parks and Rec.
At what point does your city reach its breaking point?
Yeah, I think our city is very close to its breaking point now, and we've been talking to leaders in D.C. around the country about why we need to take action here. I think we have successfully welcomed almost 40,000 migrants in the last year, and we know what it takes to do this successfully. We just need that help, and the things we need are, yes, we need federal dollars, but the most important thing is we need, work authorization for folks when they arrive, and we need those resources at the border so you can add more security at the border.
Sanctuary cities, self-proclaimed safe havens. That includes cities such as Denver, Chicago, Los Angeles, New York. So you are getting mixed reactions. So groups that are supporting Johnston say that these words are necessary. That's how serious it is to protect these folks. The other side, they're saying, listen, this could be a civil war. Denver police will be forced to be at odds against the federal government. This is a misuse of taxpayer dollar funds. And the city has spent, according to its data, between $240 and $314 million. So right around $300 million in the past 2 years supporting migrants. They say about 42,000 have entered. They break down, it could be about $7,000 per migrant. That includes food, housing, medical care, education. And we're getting a statement from the Denver mayor. He writes in part, Denver is proud to be a welcoming city. We will do everything in our power to protect those who live here. We are considering a number of options to strengthen protections for all of our residents.
Yeah, that's insane.
It's a lot of money. Almost $1,100 per taxpayer, $8,000 per migrant. All that just for migrants. And then I don't understand how people justify this and say this is fair. People are struggling to survive and eat. And now their money that they pay in the society and the government takes from them from working is going to someone else who's not working to give them a free ticket. How is that fair? I don't understand why people say it's racist to be against this stuff. It's absolutely ridiculous.
No, what she just said was absolutely insane. She basically tried to just say something bad or demonize the right there because she said, well, the other side is saying this is such a serious issue, this could lead to a civil war. Hold on, though. If the right one, and they're putting in policies to go get these immigrants out, and the left is trying to reject that and saying that they're going to have people there to oppose what they're doing, y'all are opposing the war. Why are you saying the right is trying to start the civil war?
Yeah, they the ones starting it.
That's crazy. The right one. So they're allowed to push their issues, guys. If this was a top issue,
you should have voted against it.
Exactly. I just don't get that.
They've done multiple polls for the last year. Americans are in favor of this. No matter how much they try to demonize it and do whatever they want, put their spin on it, this is what the people wanted, so this is what the people are gonna get. Boo-hoo, cry us a river. Too bad. You shouldn't have broke the law. I don't understand why people talking about, oh, they're migrants though, but they're also illegal and they broke the law.
Man,
we as Americans can't break the law, so why are we allowing people to break the law and invade our country and then give them our tax dollars while we struggle to eat and survive and put food on our tables? How is that fair to us? I don't understand. It just doesn't make sense to me. Somebody from the other side needs to come and explain that to me and make that make sense to me.
He's on the list now, man. This guy's name is Michael. Yeah, Michael, you on the list, man. It's always one. You on the Tiffany list. You on the Fannie list. You on the Brandon Johnson list. Eric Adams trying to get off that list, but you on that list, buddy. You said that you willing to go to war with Donald Trump and the Republicans for these immigrants, and that's insane.
I wonder, are they giving illegal immigrants bank accounts at this point?
That's a good question.
Y'all have said that Donald Trump's gonna open fire on the citizens and all type of stuff. Y'all have went too far, guys.